Hello everybody, some days ago I unwrapped the new marvel of technology, the Oculus Rift. This device is heralding a new era for virtual reality in video games. I've told you my intent was to try it on Skyrim, and then I asked myself a question: will this thing greatly improve my gameplay, or it will make me seasick? And now I can tell you the answer is seasick! Yes, that's unfortunate, it was a bit of a fail, but before showing you what happened, let's talk a little bit about the Oculus and virtual reality. First of all, virtual reality has a big problem. Look at this game here. Back in the day you thought it is the awesome graphic. A little before you play with this and it was totally acceptable. That's all to say, at the beginning of the video game era the expectations were very different, and the video game had a lot of time to improve on their technical limitation. Regarding virtual reality is the opposite. Virtual reality has to get it right from the start. That means if the image on the screen is blurred or there is even the slightest lag, you will feel dizzy and you will feel sick after a while. That was exactly the problem with Oculus Rift development kit number 1. It had a problem with lag, and after a while people will get sick of using it. But kit number 2, the one I'm holding in my hand, should have solved this issue. They have two screens here, you can see, and they are both HD. And the new low persistence display should eliminate the motion blur. And then there has been a lot of improvement for the head tracking. Kit number 1 only detected your movement in 2 axes, like looking up and down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Kit number 2 actually now detects if you are moving away your head or moving closer, like leaning forward. Like if you see the claws of a monster striking at your face, by doing this you will actually get far away, which was not happening with the previous version. That also means that you can look around corner just by moving your head, your real life head, and that sounds very, very cool indeed. Will it work well in a game like Skyrim? Let's see. First of all, when you put all the stuff together, you have to install the software, which you download from the Oculus Rift site. It's not so easy, it's not so clear what to do, and that's the point. You are not a consumer, you are a developer. After some bad start, I finally managed to get the blue light on and put on the device. And this is the test room. And the first time you look around and you are in another reality, for real, you are there, you are moving your head and the vision follows you, it really feels you are inside the game, you found yourself inside the game, you start laughing as an idiot, really. But there is a bad surprise. I didn't manage to use my glasses with these, as they say. In my case, at least to have a good vision, I had to put on contact lenses. Anyway, the test room was a very good experience. But now, what about Skyrim? To hack the Oculus Rift into Skyrim, you need a third-party software. This one here, and it doesn't come for free, but it costs about $40. And that's a bad news. Then, to make it work, you have to remove the DLL file for the ENB. So, say goodbye to the ENB, bad news. Good news, I can start it with Mod Organizer. Okay, let's start. Now you will ask, why does it look like through a binocular? Because what I'm recording here is exactly the same images as it has been sent to the Oculus Rift. It's actually your brain which does the jobs of recreating one single image out of this. And still no way to record what's inside my brain, sorry. Going around with a virtual reality device makes you feel very immersed in the game. If you look down, you see your body, thanks to a mod like an inset camera. This mammoth here never looked bigger, because to look at him I have to raise my head, my real life head. The NPCs you met seems more real, seems to be there just in front of you. But there is a problem with all the menu and the dialogue, because of course they were not meant to be used with virtual reality, so they will always pop up outside your field of view. And that's making me realize that designers will have to rethink the user interface if they want their games to play in virtual reality. In the recorded video you can see it all clear, but actually, do you see this message over there? In the game it was outside my field of view. I'm making an enlargement now. This is my field of view with the Oculus Rift, looking through the Oculus Rift. When you come close to the Whiterun gate, it really feels you have got inside the game and you are just as another NPCs. And it feels even more so when you enter a building like the Dragon Reach Hall and you look up, and because actually it's me, I'm looking up with my head, so it's like being into a real building. So it all sounds wonderful, yes, but it is because I've only talked about the positive aspects, which are many, but I reserve all the complaints to the last part. Now, after the enlargement you can clearly see the quality of the images is a lot worse than my usual video. Problem is, what you see now, the recorded video is still looks better than the real experience with the Oculus Rift. There was still a lot of blur, still a lot of lag, and after a while I really got seasick and headache. Maybe I've particularly oversensitive, I don't know, but usually in real life I don't suffer from seasickness, and I rarely have headache. This morning I've put it on for about 20 minutes and I got headache all day at work, so I mean it's a big price to pay. Maybe it's a software problem, the Vorpx has not fully updated to the Oculus Rift development kit 2, and so eventually the lag will be improved. Still, there is another thing which makes me even more worried about. You can't see in this video, but with my eyes a few centimeters away from the screen, I can clearly see all the dot of the pixel of the screen. Try to get very close to your monitor through you are watching this video now, and you will understand what I mean. Something like this. That's no good, and it's a bit worrisome because it's not a software limit, it is a hardware limit. I do think a 2K resolution is not enough for the Oculus Rift. Maybe it has to get to 4K or even 8K. That's the end of the test, and so my love story, my love affair with Oculus Rift has already ended. In tragedy! But no, maybe there is still hope. As the firmware evolves, updates, I will keep trying it in Skyrim, but I think the big breakthrough will come with a game which has been made for the Oculus Rift. And the only one announced so far is Eve Valkyrie. This game should put you in the cockpit of a starfighter for the most realistic space dogfight so far. At least what they say, and let's hope they got it right this time. The game has been announced, but still there is no release date. In the meantime, back to Skyrim, I'm afraid without a virtual reality set. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. You can follow me also on Facebook, and see you next time. Bye!